Shit from O-A-K-L-A to L-V, I'm a Raider.
Raider Nation, what's going on? You're watching the Raiders Report. Mitchell Renz from Chat Sports ready to break down the latest breaking news. The Las Vegas Raiders have gone out and signed cornerback Rasul Douglas. Now, the contract details, as I am making this video, they are still TBA, but if I've learned anything from the Raiders this offseason, if I've learned anything from this offseason in general, expect a one-year contract. I wouldn't expect a lot of money. I would also expect something maybe a little bit less than $3 million a year. So the reason why this is a pretty interesting move here is because for the entire offseason, the Raiders have been talking about going out and signing a veteran cornerback. Well, he is not quite a veteran at age 25, but it is cool that he does have 4 years of playing experience. He was drafted by the Philadelphia Eagles in the third round, number 99 overall out of West Virginia University. He spent his first 2 years in Philly. Then he went on over, I believe, 3 years in Philly. And then he went and played a year with the Carolina Panthers in 2020, and now he is a member of the Las Vegas Raiders. So what exactly are we going to get by going out and signing Douglas? He's going to play outside corner for the Raiders. Now, I know some people might say, oh, he can also play in the nickel. I don't see that happening. This, to me, looks like your prototypical Gus Bradley corner, where he's long, he's lanky, he's athletic at 6'2", over 200 pounds, and this is also going to be able to give the Raiders a little bit more competition at the cornerback position here, because that's what they really need. They got a little bit thin. The suspension to Nevin Lawson, where he's not going to be there the first 2 games. I'm not going to say this is your Nevin Lawson replacement, but this is a signing just trying to cover their, CYA. If you know what that means, let me know in the comments. But that's kind of what this move is here. He's got good ball skills. He's a lot better in coverage than he is against the run. But in terms of being able to get back to what I thought when he was at his best was actually probably his rookie year. Probably his sophomore season. I mean, his first 2 seasons in the NFL, dude had 5 interceptions. The one thing that he's always been able to do, he's been able to get his hands on the ball. Yeah, hands on balls. But again, at age 25, 6'2", 209 pounds, last season, no interceptions, but he did have 9 pass breakups. He started in 11 games last season for the Carolina Panthers, so 62 tackles. That was a career high. I know this wasn't the move that a lot of people saw coming. I mean, literally, there were no connections to Douglas to the Raiders whatsoever. So I'm curious what you guys have to say on this one-word reaction to the Raiders going out and signing Rasul Douglas. Go down in the comments and let me know. I'm going to be looking. My one-word reaction to this is surprised, but pleasantly surprised. Is that hyphenated? I'm not sure. He's a good player, and he's a good player that's going to be able to give some good, we'll say, depth to this team. Now, until I see the contract details, that still remains to be seen. But I'm going to say surprisingly pleasant move here for the Raiders. So let's look at his numbers back in 2020. 14 games with the Carolina Panthers. It was the 62 tackles, the no interceptions, the 9 pass breakups, 1 tackle for loss. When I go to Pro Football Focus and I look at his grades, I mean, he had a 60 grade last season. 2019 was probably his worst year, which is probably the biggest reason why Philly decided to move on from him. But in 2018, that's when you saw Douglas at his absolute best in terms of being able to cover. Also, kind of a little bit better against the run as well. And as a rookie, I was pleasantly surprised. So if the Raiders can get that 2018 version of him, you're going to see him on the football field more. Now, I don't exactly know how the Raiders depth chart is going to 100% work out. This could actually also, we could actually see a guy like Damon Arnett get moved inside to play slot, a little bit more nickel to give Amik Robertson a little bit more competition. You could see a lot of Douglas and Isaiah Johnson. Heck, there's been rumors out there that Isaiah Johnson could potentially go back and play free safety. This move with Douglas playing outside, it kind of makes me wonder a little bit more about those Isaiah Johnson rumors going back and playing free safety. But the bottom line is this. It adds more depth, and if it's less than $2 million a year, less than $3 million a year, I think it's actually an okay move. But what I want you to do is this. I want you to get your grades in. I know I'm asking you to go back to school here, and that's just going to be part of the show. We are a channel, we are a show built on the interaction around Raider Nation. So if you don't want to be the guy who gives his 2 cents, dude, you are in the wrong place. I can guarantee you that. So go ahead, grade the signing for Rasul Douglas, A, B, C, D, or F. If it's more than $3 million, I'm going to be down in the C, D range. If it's less than $3 million, give me a B plus, B range. Now, if you guys are looking for the latest news and rumors, seriously, go ahead and subscribe. I'm always pounding my fist on the table. Subscribe to the Raiders Report. You know why? For videos exactly like this. I get it's the off season. I get that we're in the middle of April. But if you're a diehard fan, if you bleed silver and black, like, these are the kind of people that are watching these videos this time of the year. So I want you to subscribe. I want you to turn on those notifications, and we're pumping out free videos literally every single day. Heck, I made a video about 3 hours ago on this channel. So guess what? You're getting an extra video today, 100% free. Go ahead and subscribe. So with the Raiders going ahead and signing Douglas, I see a lot of people right now on Twitter, they're like, oh man, what does that mean with some other veterans out there? I don't know exactly if it means like they're totally going to be out on a guy like Richard Sherman, out on a guy like Casey Hayward, or out on a guy like Brian Poole. Now, those are all a lot of names that I did like to hear, but from what I hear, from what I see, the Raiders still could potentially go out and sign a true veteran cornerback. Now, let's just say they don't go out and sign a veteran cornerback. I will say this. I do not see them now going out and drafting one of my top cornerback prospects in round 1, round 2, or even round 3, because let's face it, every single person that you see on screen right now, they're going to be gone in the first 2 rounds. And I know there were some people out there that were like, oh, he could draft Greg Newsome because Mike Mayock is really high on him. He went to the Northwestern Pro Day. What if Caleb Farley falls really far in the draft down to pick number 48? I'm telling you this. I don't see the Raiders going out and drafting a corner. Now, before this signing happened, this is what I would have said the Raiders' draft needs were, right? Right tackle, free safety, corner, edge rusher, linebacker. I might actually bump cornerback down this list just a little bit, and I think this even focuses more now on the Raiders being able to get a right tackle. Luckily for us, it's a very deep right tackle class. Free safety, not the deepest class, but if you want to go out and get Merrick, if you want to go out and get a guy like Richie Grant, maybe you want to wait a little bit and get somebody like a Jamar Johnson. Like, those are all possible options. And then edge rusher and linebacker, I mean, there's going to be some solid edge rushers, hopefully some solid linebackers that are sitting there at pick number 17. Maybe like an Azeez Ojulari, maybe Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, maybe Micah Parsons. It just gives the Raiders, I think, a little bit more flexibility and concentration on certain picks at number 17. So before I leave you all, again, I want to hit you with this breaking news that the Las Vegas Raiders have gone out and signed Rasul Douglas. 4 years of NFL experience at age only 25. If you want to get really technical, he's like 25 and a half years old. But this is the bottom line. He has experience. He's going to give us a little bit more competition, and he fits that prototypical style of corner that we're looking for. If you made it this far in the video, I want you to go ahead, give me a follow on Instagram. Let me know what you have to say about this move. I know it was kind of off the wall. It's not what a lot of people expected, but I am going to be checking my DMs, and if I get any more updates around this deal, I'm going to go ahead and post it on my Instagram at Mitchell Renz 365. So before I go, if you guys like the move, if you like the video, if you like what we're doing here at the Raiders Report, please go ahead and like the video.